It was only a matter of time until Zach Ertz was traded. It had been anticipated and speculated as early as the most recent offseason. But today, the Arizona Cardinals have acquired Eagles tight end Zach Ertz. And in exchange for Zach Ertz, the Eagles will be getting cornerback Tay Gowan and a fifth round pick in April's NFL draft. Now, I think this is a good trade for both sides. However, I think that the Cardinals, when it's all said and done, they'll be the winners of this trade. And the reason why I say it's a good trade for both sides is because the Eagles secondary, it's it's lacking it's lacking depth at corner. Because I've been saying all season long, you don't really know what to expect out of the Eagles defense. One week the Eagles defense can look like one of the best defenses in the league, and then another week the Eagles secondary just completely gets toasted. So at least they get some depth at the cornerback position. And you can't go wrong with more draft capita, but you just never know how draft picks are going to turn out. And for the Cardinals, Zach Ertz, I think, could be that final piece that the Cardinals may have been looking for to make a deep playoff run, if not get to the Super Bowl. I mean, they are off to a 5-0 start in the most competitive division in the National Football League. So this 5-0 start is huge for them. And I'd say that their biggest competition right now in the NFC West is the Rams, because for the Seahawks, Russell Wilson is out for at least the next 1 to 2 months. So I think that takes Seattle out of playoff contention, because I'm not sure if the Seahawks are going to be able to win that many games without Russell Wilson. And injuries are starting to pile up for the 49ers once again this season. So this move, I think, so far at this point, won Arizona the NFC West. The question is, how much further will they go? Because I think the Cardinals at this point, I wouldn't say they're a shoo-in for the playoffs at this point, because we have seen recently teams get off to a good start in the season and then don't make the playoffs. But I would say that they are in a good position to get to the playoffs, because there is still a long way to go in the regular season. I mean, you just never know. I mean, assuming that they stay healthy, they'll make the playoffs, because all it would take is for Kyler Murray to get injured, and then everything just changes. So assuming they stay healthy, the Cardinals, they are in prime position to win the NFC West. And the tight end position was the weakest position that the Cardinals have at this point, at least on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they were looking for a tight end one, as Dan Arnold is now with the Jaguars, who was with the Panthers at the beginning of the season, and Max Williams is out for the year with a knee injury. So in comes Zach Ertz, another weapon for Kyler Murray and the Cardinals offense. And the Cardinals, they have been making moves. They've been going all in for the last 2 seasons, and they are in win now mode. I mean, just in the last 2 seasons, they have acquired DeAndre Hopkins, AJ Green, JJ Watt, and now Zach Ertz. And despite Zach Ertz appearing to become tight end 2 in Philadelphia, he has still been putting up tight end 1 production lately. I know that maybe the stats may not show it, but he's at least getting attention, as in the last 4 games. And the reason why I bring up the last 4 games is because in the first 2 games of the year, he only had a total of 4 targets. But week 3 against Dallas, 7 targets. Week 4 against Kansas City, 8 targets. Week 5 against Carolina, 6 targets. But he only came down with 1 of those targets. But still, 6 targets in that game. I think that still shows that he's at least going to get a lot of attention in this Cardinals offense. And last night against Tampa Bay, 6 targets. And he brought in 4 of those targets and he also scored a touchdown. So despite him looking like a tight end too, because it's appeared that Dallas Goedert has emerged in a tight end one for the Eagles since last year. He's still putting up some solid numbers. You could say he's putting up tight end one production. I mean, so far this season, he has more touchdowns than George Kittle. He has the same amount of touchdowns as Darren Waller, T.J. Hawkinson. He's even been doing better than T.J. Hawkinson in the last 3 weeks. I mean, he's even been more productive. He was even more productive last night than T.J. Hawkinson has been for the last 3 weeks. So that is all I have. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, have a great day.